Today, we're taking a look at a new Skyrim quest and magic mod from longtime author Kittytail. A dark warrior's tale has you follow in the footsteps of a mysterious armored knight, learning to wield new powers as you travel across Skyrim, fighting injustice. The mod adds 13 new combat abilities, many of which will be unlocked as you play through the quest. After starting the quest, you'll gain access to the Dark Warrior power, which, while active, will deal some minor damage to the user over time, but unlocks a whole new suite of combat abilities. These can be activated through different means, such as different power attacks, blocking, and so on. While many of Kittytail's mods take us to new regions, this one keeps us within Skyrim, giving us a story that revolves around the Civil War and those who might look to take advantage of the conflict. While the mod can be started as early as level 15, it's recommended that you be at least level 30 by the end of it. As per usual, I played this on a level 81 character, and I found that the difficulty scaled pretty well, even at a higher level. To get started, find a note in the Villamere Inn, or simply find the new Iron Hollow mine north of Iverstead. Started a Dark Warrior's Tale, explore the Iron Hollow mine. Oop. That's a dead body. Not just dead, desecrated. Good amount of gold though, so thank you for that. Oh, that's another body right there. Are you also desecrated? No, just dead. Oh god. Hello. Who are you? Not the voice I expected.
Who I am is of no significance. This place belongs to a sorceress who calls herself Mist. Her enchantments lure in unsuspecting travelers, prospectors, and the desperate. They become thralls, bound to mine these depths until their bodies give out.
Oh. Why did you kill the miners? I mean, if they're thralls, then yeah.
Gaze into their eyes.
Yeah, he doesn't look too good.
They have been here for decades. Look closely. See how their skin has grown pale as cave moss? They've grown too comfortable, too fond of their chains. Some slaves learn to love their servitude.
Oh. Oh, and there's the Dark Warrior's powers that I've, well, read about just from the fact that it's called Dark Warrior. What manner of power is that?
Interesting. You do not recoil in fear.
Well, I had a little bit of a reaction.
And you appear capable.
Why, thank you.
I can teach you to wield this power in exchange for your aid in hunting this sorceress.
What does it mean to be a Dark Warrior?
We do not skulk in the shadows like thieves and cowards. We draw strength from darkness to strike down our foes. Dark warriors fight for the weak and the helpless, for those who cannot find justice under the light. You will learn our techniques and our creed. You'll become someone worthy to carry on our name.
So it's an organization then. I will help you.
Thank you. According to these miners, Fort Felhammer serves as her primary hideout in Skyrim. It lies south of Dawnstar, nestled in the mountains. We will begin our hunt there.
Okay. So, we're gonna stay in Skyrim then. To wield darkness in combat, use the power Dark Warrior on the magic menu. I do like the little tooltip. If anything, that makes a lot of sense to kind of include it, because they're really trying to introduce a little bit of a new gameplay system here, if nothing else. Dark Warrior wears or sheds the mantle of the Dark Warrior. See active effects for available abilities, which I'll need to actually, use the power first. I love the little kind of animation that we have for it. I will say a little brighter than I expected for something called Dark Warrior, but I think that's just really cool looking. I'm also immediately just sitting here like, can I get that armor or like something similar? I do know that this is supposed to be a shorter mod than, say, Kittytail's previous mod, Midnight Sun, which I really enjoyed. That was a new world space that was really, really cool, so I do recommend trying that out. But one thing to always keep in mind is that Kittytail really focuses a lot on new spells, new gameplay, new abilities. So if you're looking for these to be strictly story focused, you'll get a story out of it. You'll get some good quests out of their stuff, but just know that the gameplay, the new abilities are really the thing that kind of drives a lot of this forward instead. Oh, I caught up to the Dark Warrior, look at that. Oop. That is not the Dark Warrior.
That's close enough.
Oh, is it? Well, I activated my Dark Warrior power. Let me quickly go in and see what we have. Dark Fervor. Good for an hour. Suffers constant damage. Suffer more damage after unleashing an Abyssal Warrior ability. Assumes the mantle of the Abyssal Warrior. Okay, so I do have those two available. Assumes the mantle of the Abyssal Warrior. Well, what I'll say is that... Oh, there it is. Okay, there you go. You just saw a little bit of the power there. Okay. I will say I'm still kind of getting used to it. I will say that I'm still kind of like figuring out how exactly this all works, but it'll probably be easier if I just kind of fight some additional enemies, like this legendary dragon. Normally, I sit around and complain about the dragon spawns. Right now, though, you know, it gives me a chance to maybe try these out a little bit more, and you can already see that the ability just kind of like procced on them a little bit too. Okay, yeah, here we go. So I just pulled up my abilities. Shadow Rebound, suffers constant damage. Suffers more damage after unleashing an Abyssal Warrior ability. Yeah, okay, Dark Fervor and Dark Fervor. So it's almost stacked because I did have two of those abilities kind of immediately. Suffers damage over time. Damage increases after unleashing an Abyssal Warrior ability. Deals more damage when health is low for up to 50%. Striking with a standing power attack will absorb 40 points of magic and stamina. Okay, so that's what I was seeing. Casting Dark Warrior with a weapon drawn will grant you immunity to 66% of incoming damage. And here's the thing, I feel like this does kind of encourage you to play the game a little differently because it's kind of giving some powers where they're maybe either more situational or the way to activate them is slightly more situational. But kind of from what I'm gathering too, as I continue this quest, like I'll learn more of the abilities of the Dark Warriors, so I'd get additional powers then. I also realize that I'm a little overpowered for this quest because it does recommend, you know, oh, you know, you should be level 15 when starting, level 30 by the end, or at least, you know, that's kind of their estimated range. But kind of like Midnight Sun, it means that you can play this a little earlier on, which is nice because it makes it a little bit more accessible. It's something you can play over the course of a full playthrough rather than, oh, you have to be super high level with this crazy overpowered gear, which, you know, I like that. Oh god, hello. Learned a new Dark Warrior ability? I did? Okay, hold on. Well, I'd have to activate Dark Warrior and then see the active abilities there. Let me do that. Let me see real fast. Bloodletter, striking with a sideways power attack will absorb 40 points of health. Very nice. Oh, God. Oh, whoa. Can I just make you do everything? Because you're kind of badass. Oh my god, you're very badass.
Die and be forgotten.
This is what happens when you watch a Master Dark Warrior versus me, where I'm just like, how does this work? What am I doing? Yeah, just watch her, because, god damn. You're still alive, you should not have survived that.
You puny weakling.
Well, she also missed a little bit, so that'll do it too.
Fall before me.
Oh, I missed because she knocked him down, and there we go. I wanted to get my sideways power attack, so I'm happy. Oh, God. This just makes me want way more, like, lore and information about the Dark Warriors. Hey, hold on one second. Tell me about yourself and that badass army you got.
My memory isn't what it once was. For a long time, I have been a wanderer. I right wrongs wherever I travel. Before that, There is a kingdom in the eastern parts of High Rock. I think I once called it home. I would like to learn more about my past one day. to remember who I was.
Okay. Well, you're suffering from a little amnesia then, that or someone wiped your memory. Maybe that's something that your order just, does for funsies.
What was that?
Oh, and here we go. Wait a second, did she appear behind me? I think she did. Immediately just murdered them. Ooh. New quest started. Dark Arts Mastery. Defeat a total of 20 enemies with Dark Warrior abilities. Well, I'm almost wondering or hoping if...
Bandit scum. No one will mourn their passing.
If I can more
It
easily
has been a long time since I
track
fought alongside
that.
someone I can truly rely on. You fight well.
Thank you. To V and others, I'm residing within the halls of Fellhammer Keep for the time being. This mine here will dry up one day, and what then? The unsavory rabble bound by contract will be freed. I say it is a waste of assets and potential. My charm enchantment placed upon the Iron Hollow mine north of Iverstead a decade ago still functions like new. It continues to lure in passing travelers to dig, requiring only a handful of my mercenaries to sustain the operation. I would say that our venture there has proved far more profitable than our efforts here. Through your efforts to seed nationalistic propaganda throughout the lands and its culture, the people of Skyrim remain desperate and blind. Let me ask, what better time than now to expand our business? The authorities are consumed by war and foreign affairs, while bandits roam the roads with leisure. There's no one with a conscience patrolling the wilderness to notice our operations in this era of strife. Missed. Well, you didn't count on the Dark Warrior then. To V and others. Crazy cyberpunk crossover here. I fear that in the past week, I have once again been pursued by the type who love playing hero. As such, I believe this is the perfect moment to execute my plan regarding the orcs of Narzlbur, who sit idle upon a trove of rare mineral. Our agents will use my charm enchantments to rouse the giants into a frenzy and direct them to lay waste to the stronghold. After the orcs are eliminated, I will contact you, so we can swiftly purchase the mining rights from Eastmarch. They cannot refuse, for they rely on our iron supplies to wage their war. Missed. Damn, they got it all figured out, don't they? I found this.
There exists a vast network of wealthy individuals all conspiring to fan the flames of war and profit from it.
They work with anyone willing to sow chaos.
Oh,
The Forsworn, the Thalmor,
they forgot
brigands.
to put the voice filter on
matters
this
not.
line.
So long as the gold flows.
I have been tracking them for nearly a month now.
And it's back.
Most have eluded my grasp. I pray that I bring at least her to justice.
There's more.
Show me.
She fled. Yet this letter remains unsent. This must be a bait laid for us.
Yet we cannot ignore the possibility that this is genuine, and that Narzlbur is in danger.
We saved the orcs. What about the sorceress?
Saving them will be thankless work.
Damn.
The orcs do not welcome outsiders. But I do not fight for gratitude.
I'm Bloodkin, you know.
My pupil, you will travel to the stronghold in my steed.
Stead.
Your skills will serve you well there. I will remain here and search for any clues to her current whereabouts.
I also just realized I still have the Dark Warrior ability active. So, let me just deactivate that. Yeah, see, that's really cool. If anything, I need to be in third person. Oh, wait, did that just activate it again? Okay. It's because I had my weapon active. So even though I already had Dark Warrior summoned, using the power again with my weapon out then gave me the damage resist rather than desummon it. Got it. I swear if all the orcs are dead, I'm gonna feel real silly. Oh, wait a second, who do we have here? Oh, that's gonna be one of the bandits then. Any shady folk passing through here? You're Mr. Shady.
Ah, so we've come to Narzlbur for the same reason, it seems. I assume you're here in pursuit of a shady character as well?
Oh, I assumed you were the shady character. The orc stronghold is in danger. Why do I trust you?
The orcs are in danger. I don't fancy fighting for nomads and foreigners, but
Oh, you're racist.
if our enemy wishes them harm as well, then I see no reason to stand idle.
I wanna... ask you about what you're doing here. Oh, defeat the Night Mist Mercenaries? Oh, well, hello there. Can I then... There we go, yep, because I just wanted to see my cool-ass power. I wanted to see my cool shield, my damage reduction, and all that. I was saying I wanted more visuals, you might want to be in third
like
person to
warriors from
really
old legends.
see some of that.
That's impossible. Those savages should have been wiped out.
Are you alright?
I followed a lead here, expecting to catch her in the act. Instead, it seems we've been lured here to be executed. This is a serious matter. I must head to Windhelm immediately and report to the guards.
I don't know if the guards are gonna do anything. Don't bother. Who do you think she supplies her iron to?
Are you suggesting we take matters into our own hands? I'm no criminal. In fact, I hunt criminals under the employ of Jarls and Danes. Excuse me, I should hurry.
I'm Thane of all the holds. You work for me now. Do as I say. Oh, Dark Warrior, here she comes. Hi.
Let the fool go. I was certain the sorceress would be here, which is why I wished your aid. Perhaps I miscalculated. We make for Riften. She has close ties to the Thieves' Guild. There's bound to be another lead there.
All right.
Riften, is it?
Oh.
Perhaps I can speed your passage there.
Oh, missed!
Craft is always missed. Yet so foolish.
I knew it was you who raided the mine. You and your brutality. Always so excessive. So ruthless. I wonder if it's only a matter of time before you grow fond of killing again.
You speak true, for I will be delighted to watch you die.
Oh. Oh, and here you are. Oh, she's got a bubble now. Well, two can play at that game. Two can have bubbles now. Although hers seems to last a little bit longer than mine. Yep, hers definitely lasts much longer than mine does. Can I? Okay, it does drop. I was wondering about that. I'm gonna let you finish her off.
Submit
There is
to the
no
shepherd.
Hold on, I'll help. I'll help because I
Caught
need
like a rat in a trap.
my kills to
Thinking of risking
level up.
away? You will only leave a trail of magic for me to follow. There will be nowhere to hide.
Well, don't walk away from her.
Why would I run when I can simply send you away?
Oop. You gonna teleport her? And me. Oh god, where am I? Am I just on the throat of the world right now? Find shelter. Oh god, no, even worse. I'm near Ulftand, aren't I? And, I'll go to sleep. I'll go to sleep until morning, I guess. I will say that, just pacing-wise, this is moving at, like, a very fast pace. Oh, did they not... Oh, did they not want me to sleep? I guess they just wanted me to stand here. Never mind. Investigate the passing soldiers. Yeah, I feel like we're just kind of like speedrunning the story right now.
Picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
And that's that's my cue to fight all of you. I am gonna focus on the power attacks to kill them just because I'm trying to level my abilities. Ooh, so blocking gave me a new power too. Or no, I now have a new power for blocking. Let me take a quick look at that. Yeah, because we had vigilance, we had soul render, now we have shadow carve. Striking with a forward power attack will deal 40 damage in a straight line in front of you. Distant targets suffer additional damage. Okay, that's new. Dusk Lacerator. Blocking a hit will cast a spell that deals 40 damage and the same amount over 10 seconds. Targets will stagger. Yeah, I'm just becoming super powerful super fast.
What is it? Nodes?
What's going on here?
The Nodes. They're taking us to a detention center. said we're waiting to be shipped off to Morrowind. Frankly, I'm beginning to think they have worse plans for us. Listen, I need to get out of here. I can't go back there. I can't.
Also, I do see the weird seam in the world space. I don't know what's causing that. Do you know where the detention center is?
Oh, yes. They bragged about it the whole way here. There. Maybe you can do some good for our people.
Alright, go to Black Rock Haven. I will say I feel like there's a lot going on. I feel like there's so many things happening right now, and I'm just trying to keep up.
No, we stick to the plan. Round them up and ship them to the blasted heap where they came from.
There aren't enough supplies here or on the ship. Many of them will die on the journey.
What? You expect Windhelm to spare crops for traders? Many others would have them all executed right away. It is through my mercy that they may yet live.
And what does Ulfric say about this?
Ulfric is a good man, but he's too soft.
Damn.
These elves came into the city of kings and pay no respect to our gods. They poison our traditions with mediocrity. And surely you've heard the reports that some of them are Imperial spies.
Imperial spies?
Fine. It's probably best we don't risk our people's safety over theirs.
Okay, I wasn't sure if they'd keep talking. Hello! I am just here to kill you. Oh god, okay, yeah, you want to be in third person when you summon the bubble, because, in first person, you might not really see through it all too well. Hold on, I'm just trying to... Yeah, I was just trying to get that ability. I was trying to get that, power attack. This is just on added difficulty, by the way. So even though it says, like, oh, you know, level 15 to 30 recommended, I'm at level 81. And, you know, seems to be balanced pretty decently, or at least it's scaling pretty decently. Oh man, I wanted to get the power attack. Alright, it's fine. It's okay. Letter from Mist, Brand's letter to Mist, because I did kill a named guy named Brand. Let me see if he maybe had anything, even though he's not being pointed to as an objective. Haven Cell Key, Potions, The True Path. Oh, yep, this is gonna be new. This is gonna be from the mod thing, because immediately it's like, oh, there's a girl that lived in the slums. Yep, it's gonna be about the Grey Quarter and everything. Oh, I don't think that's supposed to happen. Nothing aches my heart more than the realization that many with some kind of conscience still walk this earth. I despise their kind and everything about them. They imagine us weak, that the strength of spirit can only come from the pursuit of righteous justice. It is self-absorbed arrogance of the highest order. I am not blind, nor am I weak. I am simply unafraid of my own ambitions, unlike those children who have yet to realize that empathy is a weakness and virtue is a cage. I'm interested in investing in rulers who seek to nurture a society that puts such people under everyone else, where they belong. And by the 9, I would pay a heavy sum to see such people crumble under their own weight and be tormented into despair. I presume you will be able to grant my wish in exchange for my assistance? Brand. I understand you specialize in all manner of intermediary work. I'm sure the name Mist rings a bell. There's something I require involving the East Empire Company. Send this very letter to Whiterun if this piques your interest. My company and I will meet you at the Bloated Man's Grotto as soon as we are able. Here's hoping for a beautiful new partnership. Mist. Got a little chest over here. I'm just gonna, you know, take a couple things real fast. Why not? Old letter from V, because we still don't know who V is. Skyrim is ripe with opportunities thanks to the Civil War and foreign influences. This instability has given rise to two kinds of people. those desperate for the victory of their kind, and those desperate for coin. Such groups dwell in Eastmarch as well. One faction seeks to drive the elves from their homes, another faction will do anything for gold and connections. I assume you can see this is an arrangement waiting to be made. Be swift and discreet, or risk other players joining the fray and claiming our share of the profit. V. Yeah, because we got a little bit of kind of like a secret organization type thing going on. Hi.
Thank you. You saved me.
Ah, don't mention it. Where will you go?
Windhelm, obviously. I've been there for a long time.
I don't know if you should go back there. Why would you go back there?
It was arrogant of us to demand changes.
Oh, man.
But we've learned our lessons. They'll find our worth in time.
No, Dunmer, no. They'll never accept you.
Don't you dare speak ill of our home.
I feel bad for him. Oh. I get it, though. Like, I completely understand where he's coming from. It's one of those things where it's just... It can be hard to acknowledge the reality, kind of the truth, you know? I have a sealed letter for Mist. Strong silent type, huh? Wait for the letters to be delivered, so... Yeah. I'll just wait. I'll wait here, I guess, just for 24 hours then. There we go. Alright, waited, and now I do go to Bloodman's Grotto, which I was pretty sure it's where I would have to wind up because that's what it said in the letter, but I wasn't sure if I should head there immediately or wait, but waiting was good. I gotta say that most of Kittytail's mods usually take place in a new zone. I kinda like that we're now making use of vanilla Skyrim instead and telling a story, you know, specifically in Skyrim too.
I didn't expect to meet you here.
Well, what can I say? I'm a good investigator. I'll tell you everything real quick.
Evil lurks under every stone, slithers out like insects when you flip the rock over. There is no end to them. On my way here, I saved a Khajiit caravan beset by hired thugs. Upon inspection, they were no mere bandits. They were muscles sent by rival traders. The passing soldiers paid no heed to the Khajiit's plight. They claimed to fight only for their own people. And the nobles from a nearby settlement gave us only scorn and mockery. They cared little for those without coin. My pupil, how do you hold on to hope when cruelty is ubiquitous? How do you dream of a better tomorrow in a world where injustice is constant? I despair when I witness victims growing to love their own suffering.
It's cool because when I saw the mob page, my very first thought was like, ooh, Dark Warrior, so we're evil. But the Dark Warrior and their order are more so about upholding justice. It's just that they're dark because it's like dark powers, but not dark in terms of morals? You probably understand what I mean. I choose to believe that there will be a better tomorrow.
And what lies beyond mere survival for you? What gives your life meaning?
Like dark as an aesthetic, not dark as in like what's in your heart. I wouldn't mind it if it showed my aspirations. Like, what if I could tell her, it's like, oh, I'm the Dragonborn. I slayed Alduin to save people.
You are strong. Perhaps stronger than I am.
Like, give a couple options here, you know?
There was time when
Little more
hope for
roleplay.
abundance, justice, and equality moved my blade. Now, I'm not so certain. I think we've been awake for so long. I've forgotten how to dream. I'm simply so exhausted.
I'm waiting for her to die at the end of this, and she leaves me her armor, and I kind of take up her mantle. Are you alright?
Ophelia. My name is Ophelia.
Ah, Taylor Swift fan, huh?
You and that sorceress. You both reminded me of my past. All patterns bring back distant memories.
I see my former comrades in you.
Forgot the filter again.
They were courageous, and resourceful. Battling alongside you, watching your strengths grow, it makes me feel alive again.
I like her. Oh, and they changed her name to actually be Ophelia now. Okay, can't talk to her. Oh, uh-oh. Oh boy. Round 2 with Mist, huh?
This I did not expect. He was meant to be a gift for Brand, but since Brand has had an unfortunate end, I have a better idea. You've seen this spell. You want me dead? Then this poor innocent man will have to die.
Sheath your weapons and leave. She's part of a system that holds Skyrim together. For the sake of the people, she cannot fall.
Oh!
Faith in the sanctity of law can be fatal. Faith in humanity, even more so.
You can't threaten me with this
Oh
hostage.
my. You
Because I'll
murdered.
kill the hostage. Love it.
What now, sorceress? More portals? We will not fall for the same trick twice.
Tricks? Tricks, huh? How about this, then?
Oh no, you just had to say something.
Let the games begin.
I mean, he's
No,
unarmed.
now they end.
He's unarmed and he just left anyway. Oh no, no, okay. It looked like he was teleporting away, so I wasn't sure. Time to activate my powers and to try and get some of my kills. Oh god, I am actually taking a little bit more damage than I expected.
Prepared to die.
I'm also just trying to get
Rabid
my...
dogs
I'm just trying to
never
get my... you know, my
Pathetic.
abilities in. I'm trying to get my kills in that I need, but, oh, I do really wish there was a tracker. Like, I know it says, you know, oh, just, you know, get the 20 kills, but I really wish I could see how many I was at within the quest.
There is no hope.
Oh, what was that? Oh, I missed it.
My light reveals your weakness.
Vigilance is still recharging, which makes sense. Fair, frankly.
Die and be forgotten.
Almost dead. Can we actually kill her here? Is she... No, of course not. It's not gonna be that easy.
She couldn't have gone far. Come.
Alright, I'll follow you. Oh god, oh, not now.
Wabbajack, 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 wabbajack.
Alright, I'm gonna leave you be. Oh no, is she gonna follow us around now? Wait, where did the Dark Warrior go? Did she just teleport away? Did Ophelia just teleport away from me as she got closer to the objective? I was following her, and then the Mad Woman just kind of accosted me in the middle of my walk, in the middle of my jog. Alright, we're nearly here. Let's hope everyone's exactly where I need them to be, where I want them to be. Oh, and she's... I don't think she's supposed to be accosted by the saber cats. Give me a second, I'll help you. Oh, and there is my Dark Warrior. There's
Haunted and
Ophelia.
haunted by ghosts from the past. How pathetic I've become. You know, I've done my research. I know who you really are.
Yeah, she's the fate of Ophelia.
You have no right to judge me, Ophelia. You're a genocidal psychopath.
Oh,
A monster wearing the mask of justice.
hold up.
Silence.
I need some more information now.
Even if I fall here, the oppression of the weak will never stop. Lions will dine upon hares for all eternity. It is the natural order.
Ooh, I'm
Her
glad there's
shield
no
is too
friendly
strong.
fire on.
She's determined to live. But for you, you can break it.
Me?
No, you can.
I just started this. Like, I don't know anything about being a Dark Warrior. Apparently I do. Apparently I'm a lot stronger than I would have expected. And a new ability. Wait, where are you going? Maybe not the best time to ask about Embla.
Faith in humanity is a widespread disease.
Oh.
This faith is akin to believing you will continue to be well off without ever gazing into the wider world. They trust in the goodness of those around them, not because they have seen it, but because they want to. They find comfort in it. But a willfully ignorant population makes easy prey, as you have just witnessed. I despise those who have the privilege to remain blind. Still, in a kinder world, he may have yet lived.
It's finally over.
Yes. One less drop in an ocean. She was right, you know. I have no right to judge anyone. There is nothing I cannot recall now. Everything has returned. I know who I was, what I've done, and how it all ended.
Well, hold on. I'll just loot her real fast, and then I'll talk to you. Where are you going?
To where it all began. There is something I must confirm for myself, no matter what. You don't need to follow me. There is nothing more I can teach you. Your training is complete.
My quest says otherwise. Still, I must see how this ends.
Thank you.
Rendezvous with Ophelia at the Sundered Temple. Alright, where is that gonna be? Okay, just south of Purewater Run. Let me just quickly take a look at what my new power would be. Heavenfall. Striking with a sprint attack will deal 80 damage in a straight line and half that amount over 10 seconds. Target stagger. Okay. Yeah, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Technically 7 abilities that I have now. Damn. I think you're running the wrong way to the Sundered Temple, but you know what? It's fine. I'll meet you there. Find Ophelia. I really have a feeling she's gonna ask me to kill her. She's gonna reveal everything that Miss just said, explain it all, and then I'm gonna have to strike her down and claim the mantle myself. Oh. The beginning to the tale of the Dark Knights is unknown to most. We were a tribe of seasoned warriors, Highlanders. Under the peaks of the Dragontail Mountains we lived, casting our gaze silently upon the land below, whether in times of peace or strife. Oh, I thought it was gonna be like, you know, one message per thing. Nope. We were light shapers and ethereal benders, for we practiced an art which drew upon divine energy to enhance our might. It was a sacred tradition. The oldest tales conferred to us by our elders spoke of a time when the heavens and the earth were one, when all basked in the divine light of compassion, when green grasses and abundance graced the barren soils of our home. It was a time free of conflict and prejudice. We trained and fought so that the world may one day return to those better days. But not all wanted it. There had always been many among us who desired to fight for baser causes. Yeah, I just killed a bunch of them. Ancient Dark Warrior. I can't take their armor. Damn it, I was hoping. I had really hoped I could. We did not have the privilege to remain neutral forever. In an era of extreme political strife, we refused to march to war beneath any banner, and thus drew ire from all sides, even from some of our own. Cowards and enemies, they called us. Still, many among us stood prosperous and proud of the peace we had chosen. When armies marched upon the city below, they came for our home too, a battalion of cavalry and knights, armed to the teeth with the sole purpose of eradicating our kind. We stood no chance. They cut us down like dogs, a massacre in broad daylight. The world watched us die and turned a blind eye, for they were no better. Few of us survived the genocide, and fewer still did not celebrate it. The division among our people had grown into a raging beast, and with our numbers dwindling, we knew in our hearts that our home would never return. I was among those taken by the soldiers as their slaves. We had to follow their every command and dirty our hands, or die. Some of us took our own lives, others kept on living, pursuing a fool's hope. It was a hope that one day, someday, the heavens would descend once more and bless us with a lasting peace. That hope was snuffed out after a decade of oppression. The light had forsaken us, and so we turned to silence and the void, to darkness and chaos, to power and the cold comfort of vengeance. We saw fit to take matters into our own hands. For another decade, we plotted to overthrow their kingdom. It was a meticulous effort. We divided them as they had divided us, offering our talents to wield light and darkness in the form of magical artifacts. They grew dependent on us for their newfound comforts and power, and in time, would comply with our every demand in the name of improving those artifacts. I know it's just retextured Skyrim, but the ancient Dark Warrior armor looks pretty goddamn cool, and I just kinda want it for myself. I'm also wondering in just how many of these tablets there are now. When their people discovered our surveillance enchantments, they were furious, but willing to tolerate them. It was then we knew the kingdom was ours. I and others rose to positions of power and inspired a new political movement among their people. The populace always loved a rags to riches story, and we gave them one. We wielded their people like blades and parchment, striking and erasing injustices across the provinces with such efficiency and ruthlessness that those villains may never return. It worked for a long time. All revered us, the dealers of death who painted their armor black, the Dark Knights. We had brought peace to the land for a time. What I'll say is I wouldn't mind if I had maybe gotten some of this as a exposition dump from her instead. Just because, you know, the tablets are getting a little long at this point, for me at least. People are tribal. Most are loyal to personalities and causes that stroke their egos, not to any higher sense of morality, and perhaps they are not wrong. The harsh and bitter truth is that strength determines everything. The victor's power is absolute. They will abuse those beneath their boots and then tell the story of their righteous exploits and the rest. Even most victims will fall for it. The victims will do anything to survive, whether that means a life of crime or pledging service to their abusers. We had seen this with our own eyes, lived it, and dealt it to far too many to count. The end of our rule came slow, like the changing of seasons. It was brought about by far worse masters, ones who reveled in order and cruelty. They rose in a time of economic decline, garnering support by promising a return to tradition and the prosperity of the past. It is cool though, because we're just seeing kind of like, you know, the remnants of the battle, of everything that happened here. In a world without visible conflict, people craved order and stability. Such were exactly what our enemies had promised to deliver in exchange for the crown. In such a world, the Dark Knights would no longer be needed. While our enemy grew, power had made many of us weak and blind. Many had been consumed by gold, comfort, and the pleasures of life. They conspired with our enemies, unearthing our past wrongdoings and condemning us and everything we stood for. We were driven from the kingdom by those loyal to our foes, many of them the very people we had once fought for. I and the remnant of the Dark Knights fled north. We were pursued by the finest warriors of the age, for our heads could buy any allegiance. We made our last stand in the halls of an ancient tomb. No one was coming to save us. No one. How goddamn old is she then? Oh, it's not her sword. That is a different sword. Hold on one second. Alright, was just wondering if it had an enchantment or anything. It does not. Thriving in the depths of the tomb were pale white flowers, still growing, still reaching towards the dim light coming from a tiny crack on the ceiling. I envied their tenacity. Tears ran down my cheeks, tears of despair, for how could we hold on to such brilliant things in a world bathed in an unending flame? How could we carry the hope of lasting peace through a world of constant change and suffering? Our tale was one mirrored many that had come before us, and many more yet to be written in the pages of history. Hatred delivered through violence and oppression, fomenting more of the same, waiting to be unleashed, and the weak survivors would have no choice but to endure, until endurance became tolerance, and tolerance became acceptance, and acceptance, as it often does, became love. We may have turned to darkness for salvation, but neither it nor the light gave us the peace we sought. The heavens will never meet the land, or perhaps the divines too have grown fond of the cruelty of man. I'm gonna have to kill you now. I'm not ready to kill you. Hold on. I'm saving first. Oh, you're not wearing a helmet. Oh, yep. You're?
Most of us fell into despair during our last stand. Most of us. But not me. When I fell, I pleaded to all manner of dark gods. I begged for a chance to keep fighting until the world grew better. I have never cared about the means. Only the end mattered. It was the same back then. We learned early that this world is not so kind, that only power can create lasting change. So we became ruthless against our ever-growing enemies. We resort to terrible means to win. But still, how many lives and dreams have I trampled on to fulfill my own? How much innocent blood and tears have been shed in the pursuit of kindness and justice? Was it worth it? And then, I grew to love it. The killing. It's only natural, I suppose. I smiled when inflicting pain. I laughed when they begged me to spare their families and friends. 1,000 years have passed since I died. I've risen again, and the world still reeks of cruelty and suffering. Nothing has changed. I still desire bloodshed even now. This world made me this way. The hope for a better world is a lie. Joy and suffering are constants of existence, both beyond our control. Let this world end. Let it be destroyed. Let it all burn. For all our sakes.
But you've saved many people.
They are but drops in a lake. I wanted lasting changes so that one day no one will have to pick up the sword. But our good deeds are not permanent. Everything we accomplished is doomed to be undone. All of it repeats endlessly. Existence brings joy and suffering. They inspire hope, but hope is an exercise in futility. This world has gone on long enough.
Oh, God.
I will bring it to an end myself.
Yep.
It is all I can do for its people. One by one they will fall, and they will thank me for the mercy.
Yep. I'm gonna have to kill her. Oh! And here I was hoping that it was gonna be a thing of I had to kill her because because she felt that the only way for her to be saved was through death. I was waiting for her to want to die because it would free her from this curse, but nope, she kind of just doubled down. Oh God, hold on, I just gotta look at some potions because she deals a lot of damage. Oh God, yeah, that's a lot of damage though, which I get it. She's supposed to be my better. She is, you know, the ultimate dark warrior. Okay, and down I go. God damn. So here's the thing. I could always, like, combine this with shouts, and maybe that's gonna be the key right now, because, otherwise I don't know how easy this will be. Oh, she resisted it? I mean, she is an ancient, almost invincible warrior, so yeah, I should have figured as much. The funny thing is she doesn't necessarily have, like, the craziest health. It's just that she does a ton of damage. Oh, never mind. She actually does have a good amount of health. I do have my ultimate healing potions just hotkeyed, so that's gonna help a ton too. But, you know, I'm glad that she's not a pushover, because she shouldn't be. Like, she is supposed to be the master. I should be struggling here. Fortunately, that damage over time is really helping me right now. Oh, so close. Oh.
I suppose
God damn it.
the sorcerer won in the end. Got into my head. Broke me. No. This was a long time coming. I knew I was living on borrowed time by hoping for a better tomorrow. A powder keg waiting to explode. Still, I would have given up centuries ago without that hope. I am proud of what I accomplished. And I am proud of you. Choosing to believe in you. That was my greatest achievement. I am weak.
No.
And I am sorry.
You're not weak.
Stay strong, my friend. And when you grow weak, pass the torch that another may keep fighting. Farewell. And thank you.
Create a remembrance of your journey. Spell tome Glowing Skewer deals 60 damage. I'll learn that. Repentance swings 30% faster. When Dusk Lacerator is unavailable, cast Skewer instead. Amulet of Dark Side. Dark Warrior abilities and Vehemence deal more damage based on destruction, one-handed and two-handed skills, and mine are at max. So I'm gonna be pretty goddamn strong then. Please just give me her armor. Please, please, please give me a way to get her armor. Okay, yeah. Create a remembrance of your journey. That's gonna be somewhere else then. What I will say is I almost think that she could have conveyed what was discussed on the tablets in a little bit of a more concise manner. She could have done a little thing of, oh, you know, my people, the Dark Knights, the Dark Warriors, we existed 1,000 years ago. We were complacent, we were part of the problem, we were killed, and only I remain. I like the world building, like I like that they're creating this backstory, but I feel like it could have been condensed slightly and then told through her as a narrator instead. Especially since it seemed like it was trying to say that the tablets were written by her too. You learned a new Dark Warrior ability. In remembrance of Ophelia, last of the Dark Warriors, who fought long for a brighter world, may she find the peace that eluded her in life. And, you know, she also left behind the legacy of me. Let me just cast that again real fast, because I want to see what my new power is then. Void Caller, blocking a hit under 50% health, will summon forth a Dark Warrior to fight at your side. And I know there's a total of 13 abilities in the end, so while I have most of them now, I still don't have every single one either. For more information about some of these powers, I do recommend checking out the mod page, as that has a full list of all the Dark Warrior abilities. I did manage to unlock the next one, but I didn't get the ability after that. I do think this works best over a full playthrough, where you'll more slowly and naturally get those 20, 40 some odd kills with these powers, rather than just trying to get them all at once like I was. Many of Kittytail's quest mods take us outside of Skyrim, having us traverse massive dungeons or new world spaces, often having us facing off against a really powerful, very dangerous final boss. The choice to focus on Skyrim and build off of existing conflicts was a really nice change of pace, and it's one that I really enjoyed seeing from them. This is done through the lens of a new group, that being the Dark Knights, and ultimately uncovering the secret of what happened to them, while also learning of the warriors' past. I do feel like the story moved really quickly here, and we were constantly jumping from one location to another. I wouldn't have minded if we had slowed things down a little bit, maybe had some more conversations with the warrior along the way, maybe if she had more directly taught us each subsequent combat ability, as opposed to just unlocking them as we hit different quest stages. I'd almost like if we could have slowly uncovered her past as we continued along the quest, as opposed to having a lot of that told just through the tablets in the temple. Voice acting was really good, although a couple of the warriors' lines were missing the vocal filter. I love that we got a full cast for this, as it meant having that confrontation between Mist and the warrior, and getting to see that back and forth. I think the way this played into the racial divide in Skyrim was really well done. Having these Nord extremists who think Ulfric's too soft, or these Dunmer that thought that if they just kept working harder, the Nords would have to accept them. You get the sense though that the Dunmer don't necessarily believe it, but they keep telling themselves that, because Windhelm is the only home they know. The final battle was really fun, and even though I anticipated the final boss, I wasn't expecting how exactly it came about. You really feel like a novice Dark Knight here, and seeing what a true, fully realized master is capable of shows just how new to this you are. I do wish we could have gotten her armor in the end, but I really like that the quest ended with placing a tombstone for her. The Dark Warrior abilities are really fun to play with, and I can see people making dedicated builds around them. It does come with some trade-offs, as you do lose health over time. I personally felt like playing in third person was a bit easier, as some abilities like the shield just block off your vision in first person. And I wouldn't mind if we got a better way to keep track of how many kills with the skills we had, just so we know how close we are to unlocking that next ability. But in the end, this was really fun. I'm loving that Kittytail has dipped their toes into more voiced mods. I think it really helps to make their stories come alive. If you haven't played it already, I recommend you check out their previous mod, Midnight Sun. I'll leave a link to my first video covering the mod on screen now. Midnight Sun came with a beautiful new zone and really great dungeons. It's definitely worth checking out. But that's gonna be all for today. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the Patreon or the YouTube memberships. But hey, support doesn't just have to be monetary either. Simply leaving a like or a comment on the video helps out a ton too. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.